You guys have just enjoyed an amazing, amazing performance courtesy of We Are Nubia. Hashtag, of course, is Hey Mariam. Thank you for choosing to spend the evening with us. Guys, as promised, we have them in studio with us. Atieno, Gloria, Karibuni.
Thank you.
It's so nice to have you ladies in studio. Let me just start with an intro for guys who are not familiar. We Are Nubia is a 10 over 10 duo. But what does even the We Are Nubia mean? Tuanze tu hapo before we get into getting to know you guys a little bit better. Maybe I start with Gloria.
We Are Nubia is a North African name to mean gold.
Yes.
And I think we chose that because it's gold.
It's
I think gold speaks for itself. You know? Gold and everything.
Gold and everything.
Yes.
I like that. Atieno, how do you two guys get together? How long have you been singing together? And then deciding to go into the music game as well as a duo. Like, how did that decision come about?
We met in a choir and we left. And we decided... just outside school.
Yes, yes.
After high school.
Yes.
And we decided to venture into now the music space. Yeah, and
so far so good.
Yeah, that explains the two of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like the music industry is really, really interesting in that it's so rewarding but also so tough. Is going it with someone like that, you know, is your friend as well, making it easier, and then is it also making it like easier for you to penetrate certain rooms because we're not used to seeing like duos in Kenya so much. We have artists and like bands of like 4 or 5 people, you know. Gloria?
I think when you are two or when you're more than yourself, those are different dynamics coming into one space. She has her strengths, I have my strengths, we have weaknesses, but at some point my strengths balance her weaknesses and vice versa.
Yeah.
So I think it's much easier when you're more than one, when you're like two heads into one space. It's so easy to make some certain decisions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it harder to make others, Atieno? Some like other things that you guys are like, I want to go in this direction. She wants to go in this direction.
No, that's where logic comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also compromise. Yeah.
Give me an example of like a decision where you were like, okay, guys, this is the logical decision. Let's go it this way. But initially it was like, left, right. Which way do we go? Photos, yeah? Posting photos. Oh, yes.
Maybe where you don't feel like you look nice, but the vocals are very nice and like, if we post it, we're gonna like garner numbers.
Yes.
But also if you decide to sit to that video, we are not going to have like content up our page. Right. So you force yourself and you put it out there. Yeah.
But that's something like social media, while being an artist, is already tricky enough. But then now you add that extra layer of, you don't want to look perfect all the time, but it's just not realistic, right? How do you do it, Gloria? How do you get yourself to leave your, the mental trap and just be like, it's content, I'm putting it out, okay? Even if the one eyelash was kind of crooked, it's okay, I'm still putting it out.
I think at the end of the day, you have to look at the bigger picture. What are you trying to achieve? And most of the times, these things are just in our heads.
True.
There's no one who's going to...
Your eyelash.
Exactly. No one is going to zoom and see, oh my God, that eyelash.
Yeah.
There are so many things to look at in that video or whatever content you're pushing out there.
They're probably just vibing to the music.
Exactly.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, we just look at the bigger picture, like... Is it worth it? Yes. Some of that,
is it worth it?
Yes.
Is it good? And then you keep it moving.
Exactly.
That's another thing that I know, like I struggle with even in just regular things. You want something to be perfect before you can share with the world, right? But then sometimes you just have to share. What's the, like, how do you make the mental decision between this is good enough to go out even if it's not perfect, and this legit enyewe, we need to put that one in the back burner. We're not actually procrastinating, but you're ilale. Like, how do you decide things like that, Atieno?
I think for us it depends. The voice comes first.
Vocals first, yeah.
Vocals first, then the background.
Okay.
Yeah, and also as an artist, you're a product.
Yes.
How we present ourselves. So kama imechoma sana, haitaenda.
Right. Na kama imechoma half, but the other half is
kama
good. Like the background is but the vocals, mwah.
Tunaweza jaribu. Ina depend. Actually, but
no.
Yeah, you're a brand.
Yes.
You're a product.
Yes.
you have to appeal to your audience.
Yeah.
And you have to keep that in mind.
And behave as such,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Vocals are also very clearly important to you girls. And the ones for Aibu, first of all, so beautiful.
Thank you.
So well done. I don't know. First of all, who loves burnt orange kati ya nyinyi wawili? Kuna mmoja wenu hapo anapenda burnt orange sana. Ni mustard ama ni the color like this one, is it any mustard ama ni burnt orange?
I don't think we color coded that.
It was just an accident.
Yeah.
It was just a happy accident.
Yes.
Let me get into the visuals for Aibu, actually. New single out. Tell me a little bit about it, about the writing of it, and then we go into the visuals. What headspace were you guys in? Did you write it yourselves? Let me start with Gloria.
Aibu is a song. Aibu is a Swahili word for shame.
Shame.
So basically it shames a cheater that your 40 days are
They're
over. Shame on you. So yeah, we co-wrote this song with Andrew Otieno, also known as Ochiko.
Yes.
Yes.
And writing, guys, do you write from, everyone writes from kidogo personal experience, kidogo borrowed from other people, right? But for this one specifically, was it more someone was in that headspace, or it was just like, hey, I think this would be nice to write for our fans?
It was a borrowed story.
Yeah.
It was a borrowed
Ilikuwa nani
story.
alipitia hii story?
Hatujaipitia maviru.
My baby girl.
Let me tell you, the best thing about being a baby girl is, you know, the advantages that come with it. The worst is someone breaks your heart and you're like, I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl.
Why do
You
this
know?
to a girl?
Nani alipitia hii story in your lives?
Hakuna mtu.
It was
No
a
one-
borrowed
Yeah,
story.
it's a borrowed story.
It was like honestly from fiction.
Yeah.
Ah, that's so nice. I'm
Yeah.
happy and I hope it stays that way.
Amen.
Because Kanairo can try and do the thing, but let's keep it that way. Let's keep it that way. Now into the video, like I was saying, stunning. Do you guys are you part of the creative process for the videos as well? Or you're just like, you know what, I trust the director, it's good. He tells me show up on set in orange on day X, Y, and I'll do it. How do you approach videos?
I think one thing about us, we are really vocal about what we like, about how we want things done. So when it comes to the video, then at the end of the day, we are Nubia and not the director or videographer. So we definitely have to take part in the creative process. We want this to look like this. This is how we want the color grading to. Okay, sometimes it might come off as.
Mkopo tu no I'm say like excuse
Apana, it might come off as stubborn, but you know it's important to, of course, to but while he's shooting, he already has an idea of what these people might want to see,
like,
yes, or want to look like. So we really take part in the creative process.
Yeah,
yes.
and it works out beautifully because, like I said, stunning,
Yes.
10 over 10. But are there times when you received pushback from people as to how your art should sound or look, and they're just like, Nubia ni sisi, you know, then how are you getting in the middle of this? Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think we've reached there yet where people are criticizing our sound yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
The opinions are there. We feel you sound better when you sing this type of genre or this type of message. It's there, but it's not. It's not there.
It's not there. It's subtle.
But
it's like,
there.
sometimes I'm like, people should be afraid of you kidogo, so they don't feel comfortable coming to tell you, I think you should do this and that, you know.
Exactly,
Yeah, maybe
exactly.
they can think it, but that sounds like their own their opinion,
Exactly,
right?
yes.
But it's an amazing time because I'm looking at the industry and we're not tying ourselves down to specific like genres. No one is saying I am this artist and sticking to it,
yes.
but also we're exploring with like sounds that are older. Like you guys are very into the Swahili and things like that. I'm looking at like guys like Costa Ojwang who's doing benga and he's like unapologetic.
Exactly.
I am a benga artist.
Yes.
What are you gonna do, right? Is there a time when you guys felt like maybe we should be more pop or more you know, to go commercial, so quote unquote, yeah, if that's the way to put it. Let me go.
Yeah, definitely there's that pressure sometimes because at the end of the day, we might sing some songs that may not appeal to the audience. So at the end of the day, you have to balance what does the audience want to hear and what do we want to hear. So we meet at a central position.
Yeah.
But we've had the pressure to release songs that are commercial
Yes.
or poppy or
Something
we've had
people in the club can be like, yes,
exactly,
The
yeah.
producer nataka BPM ya.
BPM before you even create the beat. Eka BPM yeah, above 90.
108.
There's that pressure.
Yeah.
There's that pressure for
How do
sure.
you work with it then? Are you just like, you know what? If we're not in that space right now, too bad. Will you sometimes compromise and just be like, let me try and give them like a club banger or something of that sort?
I feel like it depends with the song written.
Yes.
There are songs that are written that really are for soothing the soul, and you can't really compromise on the BPM. But if it's a song that we can tamper with the BPM.
Yeah.
Let the BPM go high.
Wacha iende. I love it.
Yeah.
The fact that you guys are making music and also going into like live performances means that the world is your oyster. When you think of like live performance, or should I call them hubs or nini in Kenya and internationally, what kind of stages do you want to be on? Right? Because let me tell you, your vocals, they're for hearing, they're for live, you know. I mean, it's nice to be on YouTube and Spotify, but you need to hear those live.
As of now, we are manifesting Blankets and Wine.
Yes.
In Kenya. I think that's the biggest stage there is in Kenya.
Right, there
So
is.
that's what we are manifesting.
I love
Blankets
it. Blankets
and
for
Wine.
Kenya, internationally?
Yes. Internationally?
Yeah. Nothing is too big. Nothing is too big. Nothing is too big.
Yes.
The Grammys, yeah?
Yes.
The Grammys.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, nothing is too big. And I think we're at a place where we've seen how small the world has gotten. I mean, how many, we had like what, 5, 6 Kenyan artists on Colors, the Spotify and Colors collab.
Yes, yes.
The world is your oyster.
Exactly.
Akina Mandi wamekuwa Times Square huko kwa billboards, sindio?
billboards,
It's just a matter of time, right?
Yes.
And speaking of time, as your music evolves, what do you hope to like get more, what more do you hope to get out of it? And I don't just mean like money and, you know, followers and fame and things like that, but from like that artist perspective. Is there anything that you're like, I want my music to grow in like this direction, Gloria?
I think we really want people to genuinely enjoy Kenyan music. The same way we uphold musicians from other continents or other countries. I feel like our sole purpose in the industry is to make people genuinely appreciate Kenyan music and the gems that we have in this country, because, oh my God, yes. We really forget.
And I was even,
Mob.
what about you? Is there, a direction that you're like, this music of ours should go in this direction? Sorry, the microphone?
I think we just want to be the Disney children
Yes.
of this country.
Of this country.
Yeah.
I love it. Even Oshuna, I know you guys know the duo, right? Oh, I'll show you. They remind me, a little bit of you guys. But we're also in a space in the Kenyan industry that's about like collaboration. I keep seeing it's artists collabing as well, but then it's forming like small collectives. You know, guys are saying like, what was Kodong Clan, I think. Yes. And you're like, hey, 6, 7, almost, 7 guys got together and they're like, let's, come together. What kind of collabs do you guys look for when you're thinking, you know what, I want to work with so-and-so? And have you seen a difference in going it alone versus trying to partner up with other people?
Come next year,
Yes.
we want to venture into collabs.
Yes.
And I feel like
Because
collabs...
so far it's been just the two of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And collabs are, I think we will look at if our music marry. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
If there's no vibe,
Yeah. And if it's a good song, it's not just anyone to collab. And also what you're bringing to the table.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do people also treat collabs the same way they do internationally here? Like they're like, if you want to work with me, pay me amount X. If you want to do this, or is it more of like, hey, we're vibing, let's get in studio and make a song? Or you have...
Yeah, the split sheets, yes, where we split the royalties that come from the music, yes. Yeah.
So I think friendships go a long way.
Yes.
Yeah.
But of course you have to sign like a paper so that someone doesn't, if you're friends today and then you're not friends
Yeah,
tomorrow,
exactly.
it could be a
For
big
security,
problem, right?
exactly.
All right, guys. Aibu is out like what? It's been out like a week or
Officially happy
It's officially
birthday, happy 1 week.
Yay, happy 1 week birthday.
Yes, happy 1 week.
As we just wrap up the interview, tell me what you want, what you're hoping actually that people feel when they listen to this track. As they're about to go to bed today, tomorrow, as they're waking up, you're making your breakfast, cleaning the house on Saturday morning. What kind of feeling do you hope like your music evokes in people, Gloria?
For that particular song,
Yes.
if you are a cheater, That is your message. That is the message. Where's the camera?
That is the one you're looking at. Yes, yes.
That is the message for you today.
Yes.
If you're a cheater, aibu kwako jameni. Yes, that's the message.
You said it didn't happen to any of you, but the way you're speaking tells me that there's something
personal. It's not personal.
What about you, Atino? What do you hope it evokes?
Girls should be bold and call out those cheaters. Yeah. So let's embrace
so
the bold spirit. Okay. Yeah.
Embrace the bold spirit.
Yes.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for making time for us this evening, for the 10 over 10 performance, the vocals. Of course, love the single. I'm sure it's out kila mahali. Spotify, YouTube, Nini, every streaming platforms, yes? And mwangalie your video. Mwana vile ni warembo, guys. Burudini na msikizo vocals.